Hey, welcome back to the Big Sister Podcast, coming from a little sister. In this 6-episode series, we're going to dive in to how to take care of your mind and body as a girl in your 20s when social media and the world can be really overwhelming. So today, we have back again a special guest, Bella Zambuto, and she's here to discuss self-respect, which we kind of touched on a little bit in our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with a TikTok from Alicia Stone, and it's about knowing your worth.
Life is too short to sit anywhere other than where you're supposed to be. And if you're sitting at a table where you don't feel like you're being fed, even if you're bringing a plate of food, you politely just leave.
I think that's sitting where you're valued and like respected and everything is such a big thing. And I think that's such an important thing to learn as you get older.
Yes. I personally am very big on that. Like, I've seen when my friends or, I myself, like, am not in a good place or am not valued. I went through a friendship in middle school where clearly I was just being used.
Yeah, I've gone through the same thing.
And, like, you don't notice at the time. You're in middle school, you want to have friends, but after seeing it happen to somebody else, you become more aware of if it happens to you.
Yeah.
And just like, if you're not if you're not valued, you're going to know.
Yeah.
You're
And
going
I
to be
think,
like, well, why is this happening to me? Oh, it's my fault. No.
yeah, it's really hard to take yourself out of that situation and kind of separate from the fact that this is not in any way your fault, because at most of the time you were just being yourself, and sometimes things just happen. I think sometimes there's just bad people. I think sometimes too it's not even a matter of that. I think it's a matter of how personalities clash and how sometimes some people just don't get along as well.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
And bringing it back to last episode, like, if you can't be alone with yourself, like, it's okay to be alone by yourself, but, like, don't be scared.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to leave or anything, like, don't be scared. Like, it's okay to be by yourself.
Yeah. I think it kind of ties hand in hand.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So let's jump into the next piece of advice from Instagram. Women _ healings post is a video of Alicia Keys, and she's talking about the importance of knowing the value of your worth.
My energy is precious, and it's important, and it's special, and it's just not free. I don't just give it to those who don't deserve it. So I also had to learn the value, back to one of my gaps, of who I am and what my energy is and what a gift it is to be able, all of our energy is a gift. And we can kind of choose how do we want to give it.
Okay, one, love Alicia Keys.
Love.
She's the queen.
Yes.
But I think she makes a really good point that I personally didn't think of when I immediately think of self-respect. And I think it's like a point that I don't often think of who you're giving your energy to.
Yes.
I think that's something that's kind of, when I think of self-respect, I think of the TikTok of like sitting in a place where I'm respected and I'm valued and everything. And I think sometimes you can remove yourself from people and places that don't value you, but still give your energy to things that aren't like respecting you in a way.
And it's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Personally, I had to take a step back from my brother because he didn't have any, again, first episode, any mutual respect. He didn't care for me. He didn't say thank you when I gave up so much for him. like, it may seem like I'm exaggerating, but I gave up my high school years for him. I came here not knowing what I wanted to do for him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he left, I did not make any effort. He didn't. I didn't. Like, I removed myself from it, and, like, my parents will talk about him. I'm like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad he's alive. I'm glad my niece is doing good. But I just couldn't give any more of my energy to that.
And sometimes, like, I think understanding that, I've had a similar, I'm going through a similar thing with one of my family members right now, of I've had to be like, hey, I can't do this. I need to take a step back from you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to do, and it can be really scary, especially because sometimes, and I think it's, you were raised in the South too, so I think it's sometimes can be like maybe a Southern thing. I don't know about the North, but kind of just this whole idea of your family is your family, and you're gonna forgive them and be like with them no matter what.
Yeah.
I think that's something that
I don't think it's North or South. I think it's East or West.
Yeah.
I think it's very much
Yeah.
an East Coast thing, just because my dad's side of the family is up north.
Yeah.
And he's the only one who moved away from them.
Mm-hmm.
So like, he still talks to them every day.
Yeah.
They're still very much connected, but, like, my aunt and uncle are still up there with my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
They do everything together. Like, you know. And I don't know about the West Coast, but, like, personally, I know the East Coast is very much.
Yeah, I think it's, like, one of those things that and it could just be, like, how you're raised, too.
Yeah.
But I think that's, like, a big thing. I know it's, like, a big thing with a lot of my family and stuff is just, like, your family, you stick together no matter what. It's, like, sometimes if someone in your family is disrespecting you and is kind of robbing you of your energy, it's fine to take a step back. And I think that's something you kind of learn when you step away from being in your house sometimes, depending on how your home situation is.
Yeah, and you can't feel guilty about it, and you will.
Yeah.
But, like, know that, like, it's not your fault.
And it's fine for you to have that self-respect, because it's something that if a friend was treating me like that, I wouldn't stand for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that goes back to trusting yourself. I think all of that, this goes back to that whole, like, idea of trusting yourself and understanding that you have a lot of, like, worth and everything.
Yeah.
So let's move into the second topic, finding your boundaries. So, according to creator With Love Sabrina Floor on TikTok, she talks about having some important boundaries that she's set with people in her life in order to have peace.
Point I've accepted that I'm a really soft person, which means if I want to protect my softness, I have to set some boundaries. Basically, if maintaining a relationship with you requires me to constantly do tons of emotional labor and put in all of this effort to do things that you should be doing anyway, just to make the conversations respectful and considerate and loving, I cannot tolerate people who have not done at least a little bit of their own inner work. I need time to be still, especially in the morning. I like moving slowly, even if it's just for 20 minutes. It's way more likely to be dysregulated throughout the day, for me to have BPD flare-ups, for me not to be as focused, just my mindset in general to be a little bit more. When I'm having an argument, a conflict, or a very difficult conversation, I share something, especially if it's vulnerable or if I just finished talking a bunch, putting emotional labor into letting me know that you truly do understand, or at least are trying to, is really important to me. Now, granted, people don't always give that automatically. I don't expect them to give it to me automatically, which is why I need to look out for me sometimes and ask them for it up front when I need it and I'm not getting it. I don't know. Do you do any of those things? Do you have any other ways to protect your softness? Share them. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so this TikTok actually kind of taught me a lot. I feel like I'm learning a lot through the process of creating this podcast, especially with seeing these videos, because they're not always videos that, like, will show up on your For You page.
Yeah.
But I feel like this one was such an important thing for me to, like, kind of a light bulb moment, like, just having that full circle moment of, I am like kind of relating to her in the fact that I am a more sensitive person, and I feel like I'm definitely like learning that about myself. And I think that it's important. I've personally been working on kind of like I might not already have boundaries and stuff set as much, but I think working on discovering and like recognizing, okay, these are my boundaries, and learning how to communicate those things with people in my life.
Yeah, that was a big thing for me. Like, I mean, we grew up like family is always your family. Like, you have to be there for your family. Like, so I would just give and give and give, and I would just be emotionally exhausted. I am such an emotional thinker, and I give emotionally. I don't get a lot emotionally. Like, I will share my story with anybody. Like, I will go over in depth in conversation very quickly.
Yeah, same.
And just like, I would give and give and give to my brothers, and I wouldn't get anything from it.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you're exhausted. You like
It goes directly back to our last piece of advice from Instagram of you're just giving your energy away.
Yeah.
And I think the boundaries ties into that kind of everything we've been talking about of it's okay to set that boundary and be like, hey, this isn't okay with me. And I need to take a step back from you.
Yep.
And I think that's like really important.
Yeah. And it's okay to do that. Like, if it's your best friend, like me and my best friend had to take a step back from each other. Because, like, I realized I said something that was wrong. She didn't appreciate how it came out. So we took 2 days, came back. I apologized. She's like, we're good. Like, you know, I thought about it. Like, I understand why you said it, you know, what it was supposed to mean. Like, it was just a bad timing kind of thing. And, like, you come back and just... Again, you just can't keep giving out that energy. You have to have, and like back to one of the past episodes, you have to use that, you know, that consistency with yourself.
Yeah, of your values.
The confrontation. Like, confrontation sucks. I've said it in the last episode. But it's something that is going to come with life, and you just have to get over it and do it.
And I think, too, that the whole thing of the values, I think your values and your boundaries can kind of align sometimes.
Yes. And
you know?
I think personally, I think they should.
Yeah. And I think it's a big thing that's hard to learn, and I think it's hard to learn maybe not for everyone, but I think it can be hard to learn to stand by that. And I think especially when you're someone who might be more of a people pleaser. I have grown up being such a people pleaser.
Yep.
But having to learn that I'm going to disappoint people sometimes, and there's nothing I can do about it, and it's nothing to do with what I did, what I said, how I acted, anything to do with me, and everything to do with maybe what they have going on in their life, and that's okay. But learning that you're not going to make everyone happy.
Yep.
And spending all of your time doing that is going to do nothing but drain you.
Yeah, and you're not going to know what's happening in somebody else's life.
Yeah.
Again, from the first episode, we can't read each other's minds.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult when you want to. And just taking that step back and having that self-trust that, you know, you aren't completely in the wrong. There's 2 or more people in the situation, and, I mean, it's just going to unfold how it does.
Yeah. So let's jump into our second piece of advice from Instagram. From Inner Mirror Journey, they have a post that talks about the different types of boundaries. Yeah, so I think this is a great kind of graphic of it. Of the different types of boundaries that you can set and how it's okay to set them. I like at the bottom of the graphic, it tells you the definition. Boundaries are the limits, rules, or lines we set for our own personal comfort. And I think sometimes boundaries, even if it's things like, I think especially time and maybe material, can be seen as, and has been portrayed on social media and just in the world as selfish.
Yes.
If you have these boundaries, no, actually, I don't like people wearing my clothes.
Yep.
Oh, well, I share all my clothes with my friends. That's so selfish of you. When it's like,
Well,
I'm
good
sure they
for
have
you.
a reason for it, and if they don't, like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's, people are entitled to their own personal opinions and values, and this goes back to the whole idea of respecting others. Yeah, and I think it's important to kind of highlight that point of for our own personal comfort.
Yes.
And it's okay to be a little selfish like that sometimes, I think. If people are going to consider it, I mean, I don't consider it that, but if people are going to consider it selfish, like, let them.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, just, like, let them. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be able to do what you want to do and not be forced to conform to anybody's thoughts or ideas just because, you know, social media has made it selfish or stupid or unnecessary or unpopular. Like, do what you want to do. Like, seriously, like, you shouldn't be shouldn't be basing it on what people think.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not fair to you.
Yeah.
And then just, like, seriously, I don't understand why it's so difficult for people to just do what they enjoy.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, like, I get not wanting to, you know, displease people, but at the end of the day, you just want to make yourself happy.
Yeah. And I think that's important because it does go back to that whole idea of being there for yourself and understanding that it's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
They all kind of, like, interconnect.
Oh, very much so.
Like, yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, oh my God, I forgot what I was going to say. Why does this keep happening?
I don't know. It's very relaxing in here. I think that's why
is.
it's, like, gonna go to sleep. Yeah. I think these are all, like, really good points and good things to, like, just keep in mind and, like, you'll learn them as you go through life, I think.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can learn them through advice for others, hence the point of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And going back to the Alicia Keys video, just take a minute and just, like, ask, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be like a, you know, my name is blah, blah, I'm blah, blah, blah. Like, literally, who are you?
Yeah.
Are you sensitive? Are you more,
And understanding that it's okay to give yourself kind of those labels in a sense. I think for the longest time I was kind of taught that it's not good to be sensitive. It's not good to be a sensitive person and you're
Yes.
weak for being that. You're strong for admitting that
you
okay,
can
yeah,
process.
I might get my feelings hurt a little easier than other people always do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember now.
Perfect.
So back to the last point. Who, like, if you do what makes you happy, the people that support you and love you and, you know, who are there for you, they're going to show up.
Yeah.
You're going to see who and who's not there for you.
Yeah.
And that's
100%.
if they're not there for you, that's okay. You're creating a safe space for yourself. And again, like, using your energy towards the things you want to do and the people you pick, not people who are using you or treating you poorly.
Yeah. I think that's a great note to end on too. And just a great kind of peace of mind to go out of here with. So this is the last episode of the podcast, unless we decide we want to do some more. So thank you so much to everyone who has contributed to this journey and who has been following along and supporting me. thank you so much, Bella, for being here today.
Thank you. Oh my God, I had so much
and
fun.
joining us.
Yeah.
And yeah, have a blessed day and life, everyone.
Yeah.